Hi everybody. Let me just check. It's been a while since I have done a live stream. Okay. Looks good. Hi everybody. Welcome to today's live stream. Been some time. Um, I thought I'd come online again. I've been sick for some time, and I want to bring the live stream back. I want to bring the live streaming back, do some more stuff, and show you today about the data engineering coaching that I have planned, the new website, the new YouTube channel, everything around the whole data science, data engineering stuff I have planned. Um, and before we start, and while people are joining in, I want to, yeah, talk about a bit about the podcast. So the podcast needs to come back more, and needs the audio version needs to come back more. I need to do more audio, and people are always telling me, Andreas, your podcast, they're way too long. They're way too long. Like, you're doing half an hour and then you're coming to the topic, and we have to wait way too long. Okay, so what I decided how I'm going to move forward with this podcast is I'm going to make a long podcast, and then I'm going to cut it into smaller pieces that make sense. And then I'm going to distribute these pieces to my YouTube channel as well, and over LinkedIn. And uh, hopefully this way you're more happy. I actually thought about recording the whole thing offline and then editing it and uploading it, but that's, yeah, you know me. That's not me. I like live streams, and yeah. So we're going to do the podcast from now on. The whole thing, the whole episode is going to be online on the audio podcast. This is always going to be the full episode, and on YouTube and so on, you're going to find the small bits that make sense, the highlights. Let's say the highlights. Yeah. Okay. I'm still. By the way, I'm still fighting with iTunes to get this on iTunes. I'm uh, I'm making these or distributing this podcast through Anchor FM, and somehow it doesn't work. The upload, and it's I was talking to iTunes, to the podcast support. They said because I was submitting it for review, it never gets submitted. Days of, yeah, mm, yeah. It didn't make sense. I tried this 2 years ago, didn't come through, gave up. Now I'm trying it again, and now finally I think Anchor can fix it. So the podcast is going to become more regularly right now, or from now on. I'm fit again, and yeah, that's going to be awesome. Uh, Everybody, hi to Argentina, hi to Mexico. Let me just quickly check if everything's running. Great. Okay, it looks like it's all running. Just quickly checking LinkedIn again. Okay. And here everything's good. So I want to bring in today, or bring home today, start today. I want to start today with something that I have shown you on LinkedIn recently, and I have been talking about this stuff, and this leads more or less to the engineer coaching. Uh, it's about um, people who are searching for jobs, who are searching for engineer jobs, but also for data scientist jobs. I mean, the whole concept is basically the same. It's all about I'm about data engineering, so um, but this works for a lot of people. So let's quickly talk about the normal process, how I learned it over the years, and uh, how basically I went. So I went to university. I studied computer science, and I studied, and then at some point I was searching for a job. So started with a job search, and apply to a lot of jobs. And then what you do is you hope that you get one. You find one where your experience or your profile fits to the job description, and they are taking you. So I mean, this is the normal thing, right? And is this the best way? I wouldn't say this is the best way. The what I have, let me just quickly bring up the presentation. um, and this is basically also where the whole so the thing is make this bigger. Okay. So how do you get a data science job? I mean, how do you get a data engineer job? It's always the same. Um, first of all, you need to set your personal goals. What actually do you want to achieve? Where do you see yourself in the coming years? What do you want to do? Maybe some companies. What kind of companies do you want to work for? Where do you want to live? How do you want to live? And so on. This is all setting some. You need to have some goals. Where do you want to go abroad or something? Then you need to focus on this, or set your goals accordingly. And then what you do is you research the jobs. So research job postings, or what I would do is research job postings, go on the job search platforms and find out what jobs are there, who is posting jobs, for instance in data engineering, and what is the content of these positions. What are they doing? What tools do they need? What are the qualifications they need? And basically you mark this down, you write this down, and you figure out what kind of a profile do you need, or knowledge do you need for this. And then what you do is you need to start a simple project. Start looking into these tools and technologies that you have seen in the job postings. And there are some, I'm guessing, some obvious things, some like Spark and so on. But let's not get into the tools. Generally, look at it and figure it out. What's needed most, and then you start the simple project. And here comes the problem. The people start saying, okay, how do I start a project? How do I start a simple project? What is a simple project? And if you remember, and if you haven't looked at it, I have the cookbook. And in my data engineering cookbook, you basically can find how is a data science or data science platform usually built, what tools are there used, and you also find case studies, how people are doing this. And I started a small project myself, which I haven't finished. I need to finish this, I know. And I'm the cookbook basically right now is a helper, or should be a helper tool, and will be a helper tool for you to start and do a simple project. I'm working on this right now to actually remodel it to be even more of a helper for doing a project, doing a data engineering project. So what I need to add is I need to add data sources where you can get data. There are a lot of open data sources. I need to add this stuff, and then I need to basically create a helper or a process for you how to do this. And so this is where this is going. Then you start a project, and then what you do is you document your work. This is of utmost importance. You need to document what you're doing, because you're not getting a certificate, you are getting experience, and you need to document this experience. So you need to learn how to document stuff on GitHub. You need to learn how to do blog posts, how to do videos. And this is the stuff that I want to help you with. The project stuff, with the coaching, where I'm coming, where this all leads, basically help you to do all this and to advise you that you go in the right direction and don't get stuck, and connect you with people who are interested in the same thing. So once you know how to document, and once you start documenting the whole thing, then you're going to start and expand your project. Go further, go deeper. If you think about the cookbook, in the cookbook, you start with, maybe I can bring this up quickly. Let me just quickly bring it up. The cookbook, because I have the in the introduction. Here it is again. Basically, with the blueprint that I have created, you start simple, like with a processing framework, and put in a simple file, and then store it somewhere in a SQL database, and then visualize it, something. So and then what you're going to do, you're starting with one part. You're starting with a batch process here, for instance, and with one tool, and then you're building on top of this, all in these categories. For the connections, you start creating APIs. In the buffer size, you're working with message queues, and so on and so on. So you can stack up on these blocks, and make this whole thing work, and bigger for the whole your whole project, and learn more and document more. So this is the main idea. I want to make make the cookbook that it guides you through the whole thing, and helps you and gives you ideas. So if you don't want to do the training, you just need help doing the whole thing, the cookbook can already help you a lot in this. So you expand your project, and then you document some more, and then what you do is you're going to build you build your CV and your job application around this new knowledge, and basically target the companies, the job the job descriptions, no, the job offers. You target them with your profile, with your new knowledge, and this leads to this helps you a lot with the whole with the getting an edge in the whole market. Once you're this apply to similar jobs that you have researched, because they need this stuff that you have learned yourself. Then hopefully get hired, and you're a data science professional. Boom. And then starts the journey. Then you're going to start and learn a lot of stuff and learn on the job, and see where this is going to lead. So very, very interesting, and I think it's very clear. And with the coaching, again, I want to help you on this journey. This is the idea. This is where I'm going with the coaching. So how is this going to, or what have I created here? What I have created is, where's the website again? Here it is. Yeah, by the way, does that make sense, guys? Does that make sense? what do you think about this? Have you already experienced something like this, where you, for instance, you get an internship because you have documented some stuff? Um, have you experienced something like this already? That would be very interesting to know and to learn, because I think this is the main thing that will help you. Okay, so um, with the team data science page, team data science, what I want to do is I want to um, first start a data engineering or an engineer community, um, where I can give you coaching, but you can also um, connect with people, with like-minded engineers. And I'm going to offer rescue services, data science rescue services for companies. But this is a completely different thing. This is more of a corporate thing that I want to add, because this is a lot of fun. Um, Reviewing projects, making plans, how to build, how to make a turnaround, how to fix stuff. It's very interesting, and this is okay. I really like this. Um, so let me quickly check my notes. I want to show you a bit of stuff that I have here on the website. Okay, so what we have on the website, first of all, we have a forum here on the website. This forum, um, it's brand new, the whole thing. What I want to do here is, first of all, I want to create offer you an option to make community blog posts. This blog post I'm going to also distribute over my LinkedIn and so on. It's when you have interesting stuff, you're not part of the coaching, but you have interesting stuff that you want to show the world, you can do this. Can make community blog posts, or you can have discussions about data engineering, data science, Q&As. If you want to ask me a question, somebody else can post Q&As, questions, and I will do answers. And what I'm also looking at is I'm going to look at getting some professional recruiters in this and post some good jobs here and help you basically find a few jobs that not a broad wave of jobs, but like quality stuff. So this is the idea with the forum. What I also have here is a blog, the team data science blog. This blog is going to be used also by everybody who is on the engineering coaching. So if you're part of the coaching, you can forever post on the official blog, official team data science blog, your stuff. This is the idea behind it. Telegram. Yeah, so this is the idea. Why am I doing this? How was that? Let me just quickly get up my profile here. How was that? Because you can, what I want to do here is I want to help you build your profile also here on this side. Need to log in here. Okay, screen is gone. Because here it is. Okay. Oh, not here. Yeah, it's here. Okay. Um, because once you're logged into the system, once you have a user, you can create your profile. So you can create a profile like about me, coding languages that you like, and information like your homepage, social media links, stuff you do, like for me here, the YouTube, the GitHub, the personal blog, and so on and so on, and some achievements. And you can link to the actual blog post that you do. So you can create here completely for free and completely freely a your your profile where you can add your blog post and so on that you write. And this basically this thing you could add to your CV, your cover letter, and send people here, and then have them look at your free blog post that you have written, for instance in the forum, or if you're a coaching member on the official blog. That's the that's the main thing here. I want to help you add this here all to your profile. um, Quick question: Which regions or countries do you think most data science jobs are booming? That's a that's an interesting question. Which regions or countries do you think most data science jobs are booming? What I know is, well, obviously in the US, the companies are very, very far with data science. Um, I know in Germany we have some centers that work a lot with data science. Um, the Berlin region is very, very strong. The Berlin region is like the Silicon Valley of Germany. They have a lot of startups and a lot of bigger companies. Also, where the big car manufacturers are, these companies like Munich and Stuttgart. These are most likely regions where you can find a lot of data science jobs, because they're in need of doing data science, of doing engineering. And yeah, in India, of course. I mean, uh, the but when I look at larger companies, what larger companies uh, often have, they have subsidiaries in India, and the quality of work and the education in India is always good. I mean, for computer science, um, a lot of people have good knowledge, and very hands on. So and of course it's cheaper than in Germany or in the US. So the market also in India is there. It's maybe it's I don't know. I haven't spoken that much with people there. How the market is there. Is there a large fluctuation with job fluctuation? Are there many open positions? I'm not 100% sure, but yeah, it's. I mean, again, look at job platforms. Look where are jobs and which companies do this, use or have these job openings, and then you're going to find out. It takes a bit of research, but then you're going to find out what's going on. um, Hey, can you tell me how to prove someone a recruiter that I know cloud computing concepts except certificates? Any ideas? That's what I'm talking about the whole time. I mean, uh, do a project, do a cloud project, do something on AWS. AWS, most services are free for a year, so uh, you can start for free, build something. It doesn't need to be this huge thing where you distribute, or where you build this massive processing stuff. Build a proof of concept. Start working with Lambda functions, with S3, with DynamoDB, whatever, and document the thing. That's what I'm talking about the whole time here. Document the whole thing, and you're going to be golden. This is going to be good. What better proof is there than you have a project under your belt where you have the code, people can look at the code. Maybe you make a video or a few videos on what you did, do a presentation. It's that simple, and this is worth more than any certificate. You know, people are learning specifically for certificates, and which absolutely makes no sense at all. So this is one of the huge things. About the coaching, there was a question. Let me quickly check LinkedIn. There was a question about the coaching that I wanted to answer. In my last blog post, it was about prerequisites. Would you recommend this for a student? I got interested in data engineering through a project, but I didn't get to do hands-on work because it was me doing research on technologies like Spark, etc. And then others would continue the project. I'm wondering if I would follow a course like this one. It's not a course what I'm doing. It's not a course. Like this one, or find another bachelor's program focused on data engineering. If you're already doing, or if you're already a student and you're getting into the realm of job search, of getting on the job market, this is I have planned that this is the right let's say target group, or these are the right people. It doesn't make sense to do this when you have 3 more years of studying. It's you're almost finished, but you need practical knowledge, or you're finished and you cannot find a job. Then this should be the right thing for you to do. By the way, fire away any questions you have. I have some time. Yeah. Oh, okay. What I want to show also, bring it up. The new YouTube channel. The new YouTube channel I want to bring up. I have created a Team Data Science YouTube channel. And why did I do this? I already have a lot of YouTube channels. Yes and no. Okay, here it is. The new Team Data Science YouTube channel, 58 subscribers. The idea here is to create or build a data science network. How many of you have been going out and searching for data science, interesting data science materials, interesting data science podcasts, videos? And I know it's hard, and I don't know all the people who I should look up. And what I want to do with the Team Data Science is I'm creating playlists here. I have created 4 playlists. One of them is mine. That leads to YouTube channels where you can find cool videos, interesting videos. So right now I have online a playlist of Fabio Vasquez, Data Science Now podcast, Kate Strachny's Humans of Data Science, mine, Plumbers of Data Science, where this is going to go as well. and the old data science office hours that we have done with uh, Fabio, Kate, Kristen, um, Bo, and so on. So this maybe you can see some news on the data science office hours sometimes. I don't know, but yeah. So here also uh, under this office hours, this is also going to be going the coaching sessions that we are going to do on the through the coaching, and so I think that makes a lot of sense. And whoops. And so if you, let's say you want to look at Fabio's podcast, you can check this out, and then you can go and look at all the episodes that he has here. And where is he? Oh, he's not here. Oh yeah. What? Yeah. So here's Fabio's data science now. Really beautiful podcast setup. I like the mic, and yeah, it's very very natural. Awesome setup. Unfortunately, I don't have the room for this thing, so I have the green screen behind me. I need to work with the green screen, and yeah, Fabio has an edge over me here on this one, but I won't complain. Uh, it's so Fabio is doing a great podcast here, and this is where what I want to do. I want to add more of these podcasts here. So if you have some more, let me know um, who you like, and yeah, what should be online here. Yeah. So, um, team data science. Let me quickly check if I have done everything I want to talk about. Your YouTube channel playlist. Um, yeah, what I'm current. So if you're new to the team data science YouTube channel, this channel is about creating a data science network, is adding playlists to interesting creators that create data science content, that create data science videos and podcasts. And yeah, subscribe to the channel. I'm going to add a lot more videos. Also, the videos from the team data science that I create on my websites from the coaching are going to go there. And yeah, have fun. So, yeah, that's it. I have some more stuff, but I don't know if we're going to do this today or if we're going to do this some other day. Um, any more questions? Any more questions? Let me quickly check my LinkedIn. What did I want to talk about? So, there's coming something in, but let me quickly show you something that I really didn't like why we're talking about the whole professional profile and so on. This was on my Instagram. I mean, I've seen this on Instagram. Um, doesn't matter. Okay, here comes a question. Um, Hi Andreas, I have one question for you about my background. I firstly worked as software engineer for a few years, and then as big data engineer for a few years, and now I'm working as a data engineer. I mean, yeah, okay. I don't know where you're drawing the difference between data engineer and big data engineer, but okay. What I've noticed as a data engineer is that engineering gets a lot of ad hoc work from data scientists, such as ingestion and explanation of data. Okay, and other work includes such as the technicalities of server to data science people. Um, as data science, you're not much technical in my company setup, which takes a lot of energy and interrupts the work that data engineers are working. Um, yeah, so yes, I think, okay, he's already such a creating pipeline or other stuff related to data engineering. Does this always happens in engineering, or am I in a wrong setup? The thing is, yes, the you have to make a difference here. So um, you're right. Engineering is about building pipelines and ingesting data and basically getting the data to the data scientist so he can work with. And that's completely normal. And but explaining that you work with servers and stuff, this is, I mean, the data engineer is firstly a computer scientist, so um, that, yeah, that's true. That's true. That makes sense. Um, Data scientists are mostly not technical. To a point, yes. You can't blame them. They are working with analytics. They are focused on the analytics and uh, explanation of data as well. Explanation of data. Usually, a data scientist should know what data he is ingesting. Um, I'm thinking you mean explanation of data like a data catalog, or um, what kind of data is in this store, which is basically completely normal. This is the stuff that an engineer does. The only thing that I'm not sure about is you say you are basically they disrupt or interrupt your work, and um, you can't focus on your actual job of doing data science, data engineering, and building pipelines and so on. This I'm guessing this is more of a data of a company problem, that you're getting interrupted a lot and need to do ad hoc work for them. This usually means that the surrounding projects are not really this um, built. That basically it's more a management problem. Um, with this, it needs better planning, but I mean, you cannot really um, work around this. It also depends a bit on how big is the team. If you have large teams, you can basically um, organize it that some people are doing like Scrum sprints. You have the sprint, and in this sprint, you're only doing this thing, or and then the service teams or the service teams who are helping with problems, with ad hoc problems. But if you're in smaller teams, um, yeah, it's that's I think that's normal. I don't think it's a wrong setup. It's good to have these two jobs separated. That engineers are doing the engineering and the data scientists are doing the data science, and not that the data scientists also try to do the engineering and the engineers are trying to do the data scientist part or the analytics part. Um, I mean, this doesn't sound that bad, is it? Is that is it annoying, or is it that bad? I don't know. Yeah, there are less data engineering people in the team as compared to data scientists in this new setup. Yeah, this is this is a classic this is a classic problem um, with development in general. And this is a classic management problem. I have seen this 1,000 times. But yeah, that people think you're getting a lot of data scientists, and they are going to develop the whole thing, and they are going to make sure everything is working and so on. And then you need a few engineers, and these engineers, they are needed, but it's not that interesting. It's under the radar, and yeah, this is. I mean, this it's the typical engineers problem. Without the plumbing, like this podcast, without the plumbing, nothing works. It's a huge mess, but it's almost invisible, and so it's underrated and overlooked a lot of times, and it's a huge problem uh, that people where people are going to find out in the in the not so distant future that the engineering is oftentimes way more important than the actual analytics, the data scientists work, because you can have a lot of data scientists, but when your algorithms cannot make it into production, um, you're screwed. It's completely useless. A proof of concept is very very quick. You only get data scientists, you maybe get an engineer, and then boom, you're done. It's all good. But if you want to bring something, have a good plumbing behind it, uh, great infrastructure, the right tools, monitoring, um, updates, and so on and so on. Everything that you need to run a good platform, to run good services. Then you need engineers. You cannot do this with data scientists, and that's a problem. And this is, yeah, typical. This is typical. Um, it's the curse of the engineer. It's So I have seen this many times. Um, do you have tips to do analytics in real time? Any particular tool that you use, um, or architecture that you would suggest? Ooh, because this is there are many, 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 many options. Um, the first thing what you need to do is you need to define uh, what do you understand with real time. I mean, real time like milliseconds, or 2 seconds, or 30 seconds, like streaming. It's very Real time is a very very weak, or how do you say this, definable um, term. I would say if you if you want to do real time and really really fast, then you need to, like on a hardware, you need to do some embedded stuff. This is the quickest stuff, and the fastest thing, like on your device here, on your phone. um, Very very quick, because it's running here. It doesn't run on the cloud, and everything is here. By the way, you can reach me on this phone over Telegram. Check out in the description of this live stream. If you're on YouTube, um, you can join the Telegram chat group. We can chat over here over this phone. This is my chat phone. So real time. There are a lot of tools what you can do. If you, let's say you're running Spark is a really good tool to do analytics in real time, very very quick. If you do Spark streaming, set the streaming, the micro batches to a few seconds. Boom 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 boom. Very very quick. You can also do some stuff where you trigger, like you set up a Kubernetes, and you create Docker containers with Python scripts in them, and you trigger the containers on the fly, and you basically run them um, ad hoc, or in real time when you need them. So um, the, those were our two. there are many tools. Um, I would first first I would go and really define what what do I need? What do I actually want to do? So what kind of analytics do you want to do? What kind of data do you have? How much data do you have? Uh, and what's the reaction time or the time delay that is needed here? Yeah. um, have you heard of Mike West's opinion about data scientists? I don't know who Mike West is. Who's Mike West? No idea. If I may, at the meta management level, disconnecting an employee from their concentration cycles, aka deep work phases, it's counterproductive. Maybe it's a topic that discuss with your manager. Yeah, um, you should work in the deep work phases. I call it the zone, or you're in the flow, um, as much as possible. It's the most productive thing. The flow when just everything works. You're like hackers. And everything just works. Um, that's the optimal thing. In the real world, this is. It's completely normal. You have some stuff that is going to take your attention, and uh, some stuff that is coming in. That's completely normal. It's not that you have 8 hours a day and you can work 8 hours straight without anybody talking to you. That's 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 theoretical. Um, it's great, but I think it's unrealistic. If you're working in larger teams, um, it's unrealistic, and it's to be expected. I have accustomed myself to this, so I don't know. Poldy, I don't know. Mike West is on Quora. So what's his opinion about data scientists? Poldy, that would be interesting. Yeah. By the way, if you want to support this stream, you can support by sending a super chat here on YouTube if you want. You can check out my Amazon store in the description below. You can buy, once you click the link, you can buy whatever you want, and I get a commission. It's completely free for you, but it helps the channel. And you can become a patron on Patreon and support with a few bucks a month, and yeah, help me scale this thing. And yeah, that would be awesome. You can also send me a PayPal, paypal.me/feedthestream if you want. So I have everything is appreciated. Every small help helps. Um, yeah. So I don't know about the Mike West situation here. Let me just. Yeah, that. He says, okay, Mike West says companies are looking for machine learning engineers, not data scientists. Um, yes and no. Um, that absolutely depends on the stages you are in. I have made a live stream about this. You can check this out in details. I don't know how was that called. Every data science job explained, or every major data science job explained. But let me quickly try and bring this up. Maybe I can quickly find the presentation that I created for this. Or I can't find it. Let's just explain it. So the idea is, a data science project has different phases, right? So usually you start with a proof of concept. Proof of concept is you don't have a lot of automation in the whole thing. The processes aren't automated. You may get some offline data somewhere, prove your idea is right, prove the analytics works, and then that's the proof of concept, or create a simple UI for that. It's a very basic thing. And within the proof of concept phase, what do you need? You need somebody who is going to lay the groundwork. So you're going to need an engineer who is building the tools, and for the proof of concept. And what you need are data scientists. Really, really, really good data scientists. Data scientists who understand the data. Data scientists who understand the tools, the technologies, and can work the analytics and can basically create you the outcome that you want, right? You, and so you need a limited amount of people there. Data engineers, data scientists. Then the next phase is you're going to go into a minimum viable product phase. Minimum viable product, you're going to start and offer this to a small group of like customers or internal, whatever. And what you then do is you expand the whole thing. You expand the operation. You get yourself more engineers. You get yourself more people from the business side. You're going to create more processes of handling user requests and payments and so on and so on. But the groundwork, the analytics groundwork, is there. You may need to expand it a bit or continue working on it, but the amount of data scientists you're going to get there is limited. And in these stages, you're going to come and you're going to find machine learning engineers. And the machine learning engineers, these are the people who are specifically working on automation for the analytics. So it's not like a data engineer who is building the platform and who is working on ingesting the data and getting the data to the data scientist. The machine learning engineer uses or standardizes the stuff that the data scientists created or the data scientists worked at. You can like the data scientist creates analytics. He is, for instance, he's working with the data in Python, makes Python scripts, and then the stuff works, right? But it doesn't scale. Once you're going to the MVP phase, and once you're expanding the whole thing, you need to do more automation in the whole process. And this is where the machine learning engineer comes in. The machine learning engineer, for instance, takes the code from the data scientist and then he refactors it and uses different tools for instance, he switches it to Spark from a standard Python script and then implements it there and makes sure that the configurations are correct and quick and easy. And he is working on automating this whole thing. And so then the actual amount of data scientists you need is going down, but the actual amount of people who are doing engineering, this is going up. Our small one is still crying. I don't know, he looks like he can't sleep. So I think we need to cut it short, and I need to help my wife. This is when you have kids. But this is why people are seeing this machine learning engineer job. If we can call it explosion, you get the idea. And yeah. once you have a lot of data and data scientists or enough data scientists, you need to do automation. It's very, very simple, very, very basic. And yeah, I think Mike West, whoever he is going to agree with this. Yeah. Another that's very interesting. By the way, Kate Strachny has an interesting podcast about this. Let me quickly see if I can find it. From here it is. Come on, let's go over this. Come on. Skip the ads. Here. It's this one. It's with Ben Lorica, Chief Data Scientist at O'Reilly and Chair of Data Strata Data Conference. He had the same opinion, basically, in September. Kate said, Andreas, you need to look at this. He's saying the same stuff you're saying. Engineering is super, super important, and you need to also have machine learning engineers and so on. But the engineering part is the more important part, because without this, its projects are going to fail. So I personally see a very, very bright future for data engineers. It's awesome. Okay. I need to quickly check with my wife what's up with our small one, and yeah, that's it. I'm going to come back online, hopefully soon, and yeah, let's do this again. Thanks for joining. Thanks for being here. Have a great morning, a great evening, a great day wherever you are, and hit the like button if you're on YouTube, and share this on social media. Yeah. Bye-bye. Thanks. Have a great one.